Here we go. Good evening, good afternoon. This is Marquez Speaks, live and direct. I am the real voice, the voice of the streets. CEO of me, Big Boss Entertainment. And I come to talk to you about a couple things. We got a couple things about politics, a couple things about entertainment, a couple things about the Epstein files going on. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it right here and right now. Lots going on. Couple things are disturbing that's going on in politics in real life, so we need to talk about them. Again, couple things are disturbing to me. Very disturbing to me. So we got to talk about it. And we got to start off with first entertainment with politics, a combination. Jay-Z and Pusha T are in the Epstein files, along with Russell Wilson. Now, Russell Wilson, okay. Pusha T, okay. Jay-Z's the big name that's in the Epstein files. He's in there. I mean, you can't argue with facts. He's in there. Nicki Minaj went in on Jay-Z. 50 Cent went in on Jay-Z. Okay, they went in on Jay-Z for being in the Epstein files, okay? Now, let me first say that Jay-Z ain't been proven to do nothing wrong yet, but he's in the Epstein files. Beyonce lost over 10 million followers. Jay-Z lost about 2 to 5 million. Is this the end for Sean Carter and Beyonce? I don't know. But something's going on because he's in there. He's in them files. Look, he's in them files. Nicki Minaj went hard on him. 50 Cent went hard on him. So y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Then they showed the pictures when he was with Aaliyah and the other girl when they was young, real young, 15, 16 years old. Say Jay-Z been doing this whole time. A long time. Now, those are allegations. I didn't say it. I'm only reporting it because I don't want to get sued. I'm only reporting it. I didn't say it. But he's in the Epstein files. Sean Carter, Jay-Z's in the Epstein file. And he's a billionaire. He's in there. That's alarming to me. Russell Wilson being anywhere in there is alarming to me. Pusha T, I'm not surprised. Not surprised by Pusha T. Not surprised by Pusha T at all. And there's going to be a lot more names in there. Now, when it comes to the Epstein files, understand we didn't got the PG files. We ain't got the rated R files yet. The Department of Justice said it could be millions more rated R files. You know why we're not getting those rated R files? I want y'all to understand why we're not getting them. Because there are ongoing investigations of a whole lot of criminal activity. We may never get them. But it puzzles me that Jay-Z's in there. Jay-Z is in there. Bill Gates is in there. Bill and Hillary Clinton are doing a deposition. They're going to testify. Bill's in there so much. So we know Bill Gates is in there. We know Jeff Bezos, whatever his name is in there. We know Trump is in there thousands of times. And now we know Jay-Z, Pusha T, and Russell Wilson is in there. We're going to get a whole lot more names that's in there too, y'all. I don't think this is it. I don't think this is all the names that's in the Epstein file. I don't think so. I think we're going to get more and more and more. And it just goes to show what some people would do for money. Let me say it again. It goes to show what some people would do for money. For the love of all money, greed is the root of all evil. That's biblical, y'all. That's biblical, and we starting to see it now. We starting to see it like none other that we've ever seen. So some of your favorite superstars, the people that you love, NASCAR, them NASCAR people in there, a lot of people you thought wasn't in there is in those Epstein files. A lot of people you didn't think was in there is in those Epstein files. They in those Epstein files. That's why God say, never put your trust in man. They'll let you down every time, so. Be aware of those Epstein files of Sean Carter, Jay-Z. No wonder you don't rap no more. No wonder you don't rap no more, Jay-Z. Pusha T, you just won a Grammy. Might be the last Grammy you ever get, sir. R. Kelly's already in jail. So watch those Epstein files. We're learning more and more about the Epstein files and what people do in their spare time or what people would do for money. Had to get that started first for money. Very bad. House of Representatives about to hit a deal where the government partial shutdown is going to open back up. Biggest joke of all time. Republicans are going to give Democrats some wins in the 2026 midterms. Like none other. One of them's going to be student loans. The other one should be determined. I can't tell you yet. I ain't supposed to tell you. But they're going to give up some things Republicans are. Very important. Just very important. Jasmine Crockett is leading Jalisco now in the Texas Senate race. One day makes a big difference. Jasmine Crockett is doing her thing. Donald Trump is still raking in millions and millions of dollars, and he's doing it legally. But he's terrified of the elections. He's got a war chest like none other. Him and Elon Musk has one of the biggest war chests there is for the 2026 midterms, because they are terrified of the 2026 midterms. Let's break this down right quick. Why are they scared of the Democrats winning the midterms? If Democrats take control of the House of Representatives by 30 or 40, if they win the Senate by 2 or 3, why are people so scared that the Democrats will have it? Because they won't have the presidency, because they were going to do investigations. They will open up every investigation they can January 17th, 2027. Investigations in money laundering, RICO cases. And a whole lot of people will get in trouble because they say a whole lot of people did a whole lot of things bad to get that money. That's why people don't want Democrats winning. They don't want Democrats winning. They can't stand it. Senator Raphael Warnock, a black pastor from Georgia, said Donald Trump is a liar, a cheater, and a thief. He said Donald Trump is a liar, a cheater, and a thief. That's what he said. He said Donald Trump is a liar, cheater, and a thief, and he's not right for the American people. I can't believe Pastor Warnock came out and said it for Georgia. That's what he said. Yep, Queen Penny, Jasmine Crocker's doing good. I can't believe he said that. But he came out and said those words about Donald J. Trump. I think what gets me most of all is people are getting mad at Donald J. Trump and everything he's doing, but they ain't doing a damn thing about it. They keep saying, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Well, let me just tell you what you didn't do. Hundreds of thousands of people have lost their food stamps in 3 or 4 days since those new work requirements. People are losing their food stamps like crazy, and they're crying on social media. Let me put it again. Females and men are crying on social media about the loss of their food stamps. One woman, a Hispanic woman, is getting almost $6,000 a month for her 7 kids. Now she get like $450. People are crying about these food stamps. You voted Donald Trump in. What do you think is going to happen? Okay, Joseph, if you don't know when the election is, that's your fault, not mine. What do you think was going to happen? That's what's going to happen. I think March 13th is a Texas Democratic primary where Jasmine Crockett will win, and then she'll go on to win the Senate. But what do people think was going to happen? You're losing your food stamps at an alarming rate. You know why you're losing your food stamps? I'm going to tell you why you're losing your food stamps. You voted Donald Trump in, and he's going to slash them. So I see a lot of women on social media, they crying. Don't care. You voted for Donald Trump. Well, I didn't vote at all. That's a vote for Donald Trump. So you caused this on yourself. So if you're losing your food stamps, that is on you. And a lot of people saying Section 8 is changing. They ain't losing it, but they going up, and they're going to have to start paying more than rent. You voted for Donald Trump. This is what you're getting. He's going to hit the social welfare programs. Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, food stamps, affordable housing. That's what he's hitting. He's taking it all piece by piece by piece by piece by brick by brick. So get ready for that, okay? And people are getting mad. There's no need to get mad now. The election's over. Another one won't come to November. Just deal with it and suffer. Well, Speech, you ain't supposed to tell people suffer. Yeah, you messed up. You're supposed to suffer. But they ain't biblical. You need to go back in the Bible and look. Because people suffer when they did wrong. If a man stole anything was caught, they stoned him, his whole family, wife and children. Everybody got stoned. That's biblical. That's biblical. So they suffering the way they're supposed to if you vote for Donald Trump or if you didn't vote for all. Stores will lose money because people are not getting food stamps. No stamps, no food buying. But here's the thing now. So the stores are going to get subsidies from the federal government. Yes, they will hurt. Good day, King Money. Yes, Queen Tamara, but they get subsidies for the federal government. So right now, stores don't care. Thank you, Queen Sheila. Stores just don't give a damn. Walmart don't. The big stores don't because they're going to get subsidized and get their money back. So who's really getting hurt, Queen Tamara? The people. Good evening, Queen Cuffy. The people are getting hurt. Well, that's what's happening. Food stamps are getting major cuts. Major cuts. And remember, it was fully funded for 3 years. That don't mean the president has to use all the funds for food stamps. He can redirect them other places if food stamps are cut and they're being cut. Same thing with Medicaid. They're being cut. Yep. So get ready. It's coming. Food prices are not going down. Now, Donald Trump said food prices are the lowest they ever been. He's lied. Food prices are not going down. They are scheduled to stay high and maintain the same thing they are until the fall. So food prices are not going down. They're going up or they're going to be the same. At least until the fall. We're only in January. So don't get a food shock. This is what's going on. It is going on everywhere in all the states. Good afternoon, Queen Deborah, okay? Good afternoon, King Ventus. It's going on in every state. There's a battle for food stamps. And Georgia, North Carolina, they losing their minds about it. Florida, they're losing their minds about these food stamp restrictions. But I told you it was going to happen. He's got to understand politics. Got to understand politics. So, let me get people to understand this. They want to get rid of Donald Trump, but you can't get rid of Trump and J.D. Vance. One of them will stay. Of course, stores get subsidy. Welfare. Stores has been getting it. Listen, most people don't understand politics. Let me tell you about the free drug programs. They're subsidized by the federal government. So everything's subsidized by the federal government. These companies, these big billion-dollar agencies, organizations, they don't lose money. They don't lose money. Yep, you're paying a lot more and getting a lot less product. Queen Sharon, welcome to capitalism at its finest. It's called supply and demand. If you ever want to stop that, then you have to stop buying for a month. If millions stop buying something for a month, the demand goes down, the price goes down. But we won't do that. Alabama, Queen Sharon, God bless you. A couple other things we have to talk about. Donald Trump admitted that he screwed up the Kennedy Center, and that's why nobody wants to perform now. He said he made a mistake. Said he made some bad decisions, so nobody's gonna go to Kennedy Center for the next 3 years. Nobody wants to perform there. Nobody. AOC, she's too general for me. AOC. They asked her about it. She really didn't want to say anything. AOC thinks she's gonna be president of the United States of America. She's not. AOC wants to be president of the United States of America. So I have a problem with AOC. I have a problem with what she's doing. I have a problem just for the whole picture. I got a problem with everything. I got a problem with Democrats in the House of Representatives about to pass this partial government shutdown bill. I got a problem with a lot of stuff. Oh, a lot more than farmers get subsidies. Farmers get subsidies. Oil companies get subsidies. That's why gas go down sometimes and don't. A lot of companies get subsidies. Banks get subsidies when they don't get right. A lot of people get subsidies. Okay, farmers ain't getting no subsidies right now. Queen time. Farmers are getting nothing. They've been waiting for their subsidies and their loans. Farmers are getting nothing. Farmers are frustrated. A lot of them about to lose their farms. You voted for Donald Trump. When you vote the big bad man in, it's easier to vote him in than to get him out. Now, Donald Trump he's on one. He's on a rampage for some reason. He's on a rampage lately because a lot of things ain't going his way. And when he's not going his way, he gets mad. Let me shift gears for 1 second. Candace Owens. I am not a fan of Candace Owens anyway. I don't think she understands she's black. I'm not a fan of Candace Owens in any way. If Candace Owens, if your people listening, you need to be quiet. Candace Owens, if you or your people are listening, you need to be quiet. You telling a whole lot of stuff. Some people gonna come for you. You need to be quiet. You talking too much, Candace Owens. No matter what you do, Charlie Kirk is not coming back. That's not a disrespect. That's the truth. No matter what you say or what you do, Charlie Kirk isn't coming back. So these conspiracy theories you're doing, keep going after Erica Kirk, keep going after the people you say it's a conspiracy. You may be right, but you're doing too much talking. So if anybody reach out to Candace Owens, tell her she need to watch herself. You need to watch what you're saying. You really do. Okay? This is what they get farmers. Look, this is what America's getting. Farmers are getting it too, but America's getting it. Farmers are just getting it. Americans are getting it too. But the state of things have changed. Since we know we're not going to be in a government shutdown, the state of things have changed. It has changed significantly in the federal government. In the federal government, it's changed significantly. And I'm not a big fan of these changes that's going on. Well, Speaks, what change are you talking about? We increased our military budget. They increased funding for ICE budget. Okay, that's one thing. They increased it for military and ICE. They increased those budgets. Those budgets got increased a lot for this year. A lot of spending will go on with our military and with ICE. So expect more wars, expect more ICE people everywhere. But our funding for everything else went down. The school system funding went down. Our funding for school systems went down again. And our school system are already in trouble. Side note, the Department of Education made a mistake on thousands of student loans. They erased them. It was their error. So if you have a student loan, you better check it. It might be zero. And if it's zero, take a screenshot of it. Let me say it again. The Department of Education made one of the biggest boo-boo mistakes of all time. Okay? They deleted thousands of people's student loans. Now, I ain't checked mine yet. I'm scared. But that's what happens. Okay? They erased student loan forgiveness. They did it by mistake. So check your student loan. You may not have now. I've never ever been a fan of Candace Owens. Me neither, King Randy. But I don't want nothing to happen to the woman. So she needs to be quiet. Sometimes you got to learn how to hold your mule. King Running, she needs to learn how to hold her mule because she's saying some of the off the wall stuff, and people don't like that. A lot of wealthy people don't like that. A lot of people with money don't like that. So Candace Owens, you need to watch yourself. Now I say, if the Department of Education made this mistake, I hope they make a whole lot more mistakes and forgive everybody's student loans. But that's where we're at. Now, one thing we need to talk about real quick is we never talk about the Obamacare subsidies that went up. Nobody's even talking about that. They're saying Donald Trump is distracting on purpose from the Epstein files. And he talks about tariffs and everything else because of the Epstein files. Is this what we're supposed to believe in our federal government? Is this how we're supposed to act toward our federal government? Is this how our federal government is supposed to act toward us? I mean, it is tomfoolery that's going on. Tomfoolery that's going on. It is the way it is. And let me be clear when I say this. Republicans are doing nothing for us. Democrats are doing nothing for us as well. I don't care how many times you call me Uncle Tom or Coon. Please remember that. Republicans are doing nothing for us. Democrats are doing nothing for us as well. Nothing. We're getting nothing on both sides of the aisle. So I want you to understand that we're getting nothing from both of them. So don't think one side is doing more than the other. No, they're not. They're not doing anything for us. You don't believe me? Gas is high. You don't believe me? Food is high. You don't believe me? Utilities is high. You don't believe me? Your paychecks are low. You don't believe me? 401 is low. You don't believe me? You can get another job. You can't make the money you was making now. You don't believe me? People are getting fired. You don't believe me? Unemployment is at super high. You don't believe me? The top 10, 500 companies, Fortune 500 companies are laying off. You don't believe me? They want you to work at McDonald's, Burger King, and Hardee's the rest of your life. And Wendy's and Subway. You don't believe me? They are targeting individuals who are low income and bad things continue to happen to them. That is where we're at. You can say speech is not fair. Okay, we know it's not fair. Life ain't fair. Capitalism is not fair. Politics is not fair. But this is what we have going on, kings and queens. This is what we are dealing with. Good afternoon, King Daniel. Institution of craziness. You're right about that, sir. Both parties are definitely doing nothing for us. Absolutely nothing. I challenge individuals today. I say, please give me 3 bills, 2 bills, 1 bills that Democrats have passed within the last 24 months that put money in your pocket right now. I told them to do the same thing with Republicans. Nobody can come up with a bill. Last 24 months, you can't give me a bill Republicans or Democrats have done that put money in your pocket to help you right now. Remember, when we send these congressional leaders, congressmen and congresswomen to Washington, they're supposed to work for us. You can't give me a bill right now that's been passed in the last 24 months that's to help you put money in your pocket today. You can't give me one. That's a problem. Now Donald Trump is saying again, hey, we might get them $2,000 rebate checks in February, March. Economy going so bad, we might get those $2,000 rebate checks in February. That's what he said. I don't think we're going to get them. That's what he said. That's what we're going to get them $2,000 rebate checks. See, what they'll do is they'll give you something where you can have a night of fun and pay a couple bills. So you can forget everything else. That's what it is. Now, let me say this. I get it $2,000. I'm going to take it. I'm going to say, thank you, President Trump. I'm not crazy. He give him $2,000 and say, thank you, President Trump. I appreciate it. But that $2,000 will be gone quick, fast, in a hurry. But they believe if they can give you a night to party and pay some bills, you'll be okay. You'll be all right. You'll change your mind. You'll do things differently. You'll vote Republicans in the midterm. You'll forget about this mess. You'll be happy for a certain amount of time. That's what they believe in that. I'm only telling you the strategy. So they want to give those checks out in February. And it's February. I will say it again. If you give me the check, I'm saying, thank you, President Trump. That don't mean I'm stopping anything I'm doing. That means I'm going to take that money. That is what I believe. And that's kind of what's going on now. Even Stephen Miller said ICE made a mistake in Minnesota. Let me say this, and I'm going to say this, and I don't mean to be disrespectful or anything. What happened in Minnesota was a tragedy to Reagan Good and Alex Peretti. Both of them were white. One was a white gay female, and another one was a white male. But when our people pass, we don't get this kind of exposure. Now, if you are going to tolerate ICE and make them pay for what they did in Minnesota than what they did in New York, North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, everywhere, you need to make them pay there as well. They can't say the people not being bought. They believe you'll vote Republican for the money. People should accept the check and vote for the candidates they prefer. Correct. I agree with Queen Cuffy, and I agree with Carol. I can't say your first name, so I ain't gonna disrespect you. But this is what we're dealing with. And it should be called an institution and a party of concern. If you're a Democrat, you can't feel good about things right now. If you're a Republican, you can't feel good about things right now. Democrat and Republicans, you can't feel good about things. Apple dropped the Apple Watch. The Apple Watch 11, they dropped it $100. Why? People weren't buying it. Had to go buy my wife one. I know the price of it. But you can't feel good if you're a Democrat right now. No. You can't feel good about nothing. If you're a Republican, you can't feel good. There's no way you can feel good on either side of the aisle right now. Because Republicans and Democrats are doing nothing for us. If the checks don't come through, it should turn out badly for Republicans. That's why we need more black candidates on the ballot this year. But here's the problem. When we get black candidates on the ballot, we don't vote for them. Nina Turner, we didn't vote for. Kamala Harris, we didn't vote for. Jasmine Crockett, we ain't voted for. She's trying to make it happen. Colin Allred, we didn't vote for him. So yes, I agree. We need a whole lot more black candidates on the ballots, but we need to vote for them. I ain't no need to get put out there. We ain't gonna vote for them though. Those are the issues that we're having. Those are the struggles that we are having. Those are struggles. Those are the issues. Those are the issues that we're having. Real talk. Real issues. So will anything change? I don't know. I don't see it. But again, we have to get the same energy that we give to these white individuals, and sad that they pass with ICE. We got to give the same love to black individuals who are passed by ICE. We're not doing that. It was 2 white people. That's why Minnesota's on fire. And then Tim Scott. I'm sorry, Tim Walz. Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota said he's never going to run for public office again. Good, sir. You don't need to. Okay, good, sir. You don't need to run anymore. You messed up Minnesota. Other blacks have gotten elected. Name them. Name true black people that have got elected. Warnoff. Yeah, he got elected. Closest HEWL in Georgia. He got elected. Who? Who else? So you got to understand, we start saying black, true black people. Let me know how many of them have been elected. Cory Booker, he got elected. He really ain't black. You gotta be careful when you say black people been elected. Let me know names of them. We elect everyday Joe that becomes millionaire a few years later. That's correct, Queen Sharon. That's correct. Again, let me say it again. And this is one of the reasons why I am not on TikTok Live. Okay, Byron Donald is not black. Oh, you crazy? Black is more than a color. Man, I'm about to mute you. I'm just gonna mute you because you say idiots. Byron Donald's not black. You ask Byron Donald, he black? He ain't black. Byron Donald's not black. See, it's easy to look at a skin color and think you that. No. Can't name me no real black people who's been elected to office. Not real ones now. I'm talking about real ones. James Clyburn, he's black. He's color black. That's it. This is the evolutionary problem we have. We don't put our right black people in office. Tim Scott, he ain't black. We don't put them in office, and then we get mad when we don't get our way. Like the NFL. Oh, they ain't have no black head coaches. Okay. Wonder why. We got to do things right in politics, and we ain't been doing things right in politics. And that's messing us up in politics and in life. That's real talk. That's straight facts right there. Messing us up in politics and in life. So we have to do better. We must do better. But a lot of people won't get out and vote. And they say Trump trying to rig the midterm elections. That's when you know it's panicking, when he's trying to rig the midterm elections. A lot of things are going wrong for you and for me, and they don't even care. They don't even. Remember that next time you go to the grocery store, or go buy them Jordans for $300. So we are in a bad economy, recession. We are in bad times, hard times, and I don't see either side trying to bail us out. You know what? It should, let me just be honest with you. They should say, "Hey, we're gonna give every American $5,000. We're in an economic recession. Let's give them $5,000 right now. No ifs, ands, or buts. They won't do it. They won't do it. So they really want to help us get out of this economic recession that we're in. That's what I want to tell y'all. Do they really care to get us out of this economic recession that we're in? Because neither side will do it. Again, all they have to do is go to the floor and vote on bills. This is all they need to do. Pass the minimum wage bill, the $15, $20 law. Give us universal health care. Universal health care, and everybody pay $50, and if you can't afford the $50, it's waived. Give us universal health care. Give us our graduate loans and student loans back and our student loans forgiveness. It's not much what we're asking for. We can't even get that. We can't get that. But insurance prices, premiums are going up for us, and millionaires are becoming straight super millionaires. But we can't do anything for us. And then we look at Republicans and Democrats like they're guys, like they're doing something for us. Neither party's doing anything for us except bickering and getting paid. Both sides. I don't care who you go for, Republican or Democrat. Both sides are leading us out high and dry. And those are my problems with politics. That's my whole thing, my whole kit and caboodle with politics, and why I don't like it and why I'm ticked off about it. Because this is what happens, y'all. This is what happens. They play us like fiddle. They play us like Roman noodles. That's what they do to us, y'all. And we continue to let them do it to us. Let me say it again. We continue to let them do it to us. We must know better. We must do better. Let me say it again. We must know better, but we must do better. If not, Trump won't keep making money. Republicans ain't going to give a care about us, and we're going to continue to sink. We need better, y'all. We need better. We need better from our content creators and influencers. Okay? How about just to put back trades back in the school system? I love that. My junior high school, how do you feel about that? Just ask. I love it. When they took out car shop and industrial mechanics and bacon, I think that was terrible. I agree with you. They should do that in junior high, and high school. I love that, King Day. That's what they need to do. What they tell you is budget problems. Okay? But they need to put it back. We did industrial mechanics. We did machine shop. We did home economics. I mean, we learned how to cook, learn how to fix cars, learn how to weld, learn how to use metals. I loved it. But budgets, we let them take everything out of budgets. And our problem is, see nothing, say nothing. We don't say anything. As black people, as white people, as Republicans and Democrats, we let them do whatever they want, and we don't say anything. Those are problems for us. So we got to start doing better. Because again, if you can't give me 3, woodworking was great, Queen Sharon. I forgot about woodworking. Woodworking was great. And, they had horticulture. Horticulture was big too, gardens and everything. That was really big, horticulture. That was really big. Really big. Really big. But again, we can't give me 3 bills that Republicans and Democrats have passed in the last 24 months to help us put money in our pocket right now. If you can't name 3 of them, that's a problem. I don't care who your congressional leader is, who your congressman or congresswoman is, that's a problem. That's a problem. We're fighting and fussing with each other, and we're getting nothing in return. We're getting no money. We're getting nothing. People at jobs are frustrated. Hey, I got frustrated in mine. They're giving you more work and less people. That's what's happening. FFA, Queen Sharon. This is what's happening, y'all. We ain't demanding it. We're not demanding it. So they're not giving it to us. And again, let me say this about the NAACP and the Urban League. They continuously ask me for money. You can't tell me what you've done the last 3 years, NAACP or National Urban League, to help black people or people of color. You can't tell me what you're doing. How are you going to ask me for money if you're doing nothing for us? How you going to ask me for money when you said slave reparations shouldn't be monetary for the people? How you going to ask me for money? I'm not going to give it to you. This is where we are. They're not scared to ask you for money, but they're scared to do anything to help you, the American people, the working people, the disabled people, the people that need it the most don't get it. That's biblical. That's biblical right there. So we're going down a biblical path that I do not like. We're going down a streamline of politics I do not like. If Donald Trump could rig the elections, he would try. He would try. But people are getting tired of this ice. And they've got a war chest budget with ice. Will things change? I don't know. I can only tell you what's going to happen if you don't vote in 2026. Things will never change. So let's just see what happens, y'all. Y'all, let's see what happens again. I don't like the mood of what things is. Now, that's a big problem. They ask for money, but they can't tell you what they use it for and be honest about it. That I agree with. Correct, King Daniel. They can't tell me. NAACP, National Urban League, and a lot of other foundations ask me for money. What have you done for my people? You can't tell me what you've done for my people. Oh, we do minorities. Still can't tell me what you've done for minorities. Can you tell me in the last 24 months what the NAACP, the National Urban League, have done for black people or people minorities? Can you tell me what they done done? Can somebody tell me that? Because I don't know. I don't know a thing they done done except get paid. I don't know a thing. If you can't tell me, that's a problem. You ask me for money, but you don't give me no results. That's like a female. You ask me to take you out on a date, but you ain't giving me no results. Don't know you like that, but you want me to feed you. And expensive restaurants. Thank God I'm married. I can't do it. So we're getting nothing in return for our dollar. We're getting nothing in return for our resources. We're getting nothing in return for our hard work. That don't sit right with me. May sit right with you, but it don't sit right with me. It seems to me that something in this political game is costing us a lot of money. It seems to me that this political game is not for us, with us, by us, to us. It seems we are getting screwed in this political game. It seems we're getting screwed on each and everything. That's my take on it. It's not getting better, y'all. It's getting worse. Things only get worse if we don't stand together as a people, correct? But when has black people still together? Since the 60s. Since the 60s, when have black people really stood together? Didn't do it in the 80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, 2020. When, besides the 60s and maybe the 70s, that our black people stand together? That's the problem. Queen Penny, don't stand together. Hate each other. Envious. Jealousy. Everything except, okay, we got to get together to handle this. To grow our neighborhoods and take care of our children. Ain't nobody saying that. They mad at food stamps they ain't getting. They mad at food stamps being turned down. We got some real problems. We got some real problems. Like Queen Penny is telling the truth. We need to come together. But can I be real? I just don't see it. I don't see it happening. I've seen us being screwed over for 500 plus years, and I don't see that ever changing. Because we will not work. We will not make that happen. There ain't no more Malcolm X's, Nelson Mandela's, Martin Luther King Jr.'s, Nat Turner's, Frederick Douglass's. There ain't no more of them. Harriet Tubman's. There ain't no more Sojourner Truth. There ain't no more of them. We don't got them no more. We don't got no freedom fighters. No real freedom fighters. We don't got no real Black Panthers. We don't got that no more. What we got is people want a handout. And when they get that hand up, that hand out, they change their mind, Van Jones. Sure, Michael Singleton. Everybody on MSNBC. Don Lemon, you changed too. Now only Don Lemon's gonna fight for the people now because he's getting paid. The sad thing about it is just to say if the food stamp thing and all that stuff is something we built as a people, God of people we built, and we don't stand together and keep that together. We never will. That's a shame. Correct, King Dane. We'll never stay together. Let me give you I'm going to tell you right now. You can have a group of people right now that's ready to fight, that's ready to volunteer and do a thing for the Democrats. Somebody, it could be 7 of y'all, all black. Somebody comes to get somebody $2,100, tell them go home. One of them going home. Somebody came for the 3 months, I'm going to give you $3,000 a piece. Them 3 going home. You done went from 7 down to 3 already. Comes that money. That's what they do. They offer you a little money, it's over. It has to happen in order for us to see changes. Correct, it has to happen, but it's not going to happen, Queen Penny. We're going to have to make changes a different way. That's just the truth. Out of 7, you got 3 people left. And then somebody comes to offer $1,500, now you got 2 people left. You may have 2 out of 7 that want to do something. Because they've been paid and bought off, and it don't cost too much. You don't believe me? You got a house, they pay 10%. Somebody gonna sell it. Somebody want to buy it for you 10% over asking. Most people gonna sell it. Most people sell it quick. It just showed the whole time what happens. You don't believe me? You own your house, or you underwater in your house. You owe payments on your house. Let's say you got a house, and you owe $200,000 on it, and it's worth $230,000, $250,000. Somebody comes and say, "I'm buying your house for $300,000." You gonna sell it? You think? King Bob, it's not what I think; it's what I believe. You can't tell me since the 60s, after the Black Panthers and maybe the 70s, when black people stood together. You can't give me a time. You can't say Obama because half the people was against Obama. You can't give me a time that my people have stood together. My black people, you cannot. You can't give me a time. We didn't do it in Black Lives Matter. They got paid. You cannot give me a time from the 60s and 70s till now when we stuck together. If we didn't stick together during the Reagan years when they was putting crack in our neighborhoods and charged us to get it up, we ain't never gonna stick together. We ain't never gonna stick together. We didn't do it in the 80s in the crack epidemic. We didn't do it during COVID. It's the fentanyl epidemic. We don't stick together. Can't stick together doing selling illegal narcotics. Black people kill each other all the time. Illegal narcotics, black people kill themselves all the time. Can't stick together in football, we go to hospitals. Basketball, same thing. So you have to tell me a time, except for the 60s and 70s when we stick together. The administration gets its strength and everything they want by putting us against each other. Correct. And they don't got to do much. Just take a couple dollars. You don't believe me? You got a best friend. Somebody give him $20,000. Say don't talk to him for 5 years. They ain't gonna talk to you. You got a best friend that you done known since middle school, or you grew up with. Somebody give him $20,000. Say don't talk to this person for 5 years. They gonna do it. Almost 98, 99% of people gonna do it. Because all it takes is a little bit of change to change you. That's what happens to most people. A little bit of change to change you. I told y'all the story and it happened again. They wanted to give me a contract. I was about to go on a network. I was about to get a contract to go on their Marquez speech. It was about to go worldwide. National. All right? It just happened to me again 45 days ago. Contract was sweet. Gonna change my life forever. They said, but when you get on here, you need to wear a wig. You need to talk fabulous, baby. Fabulous. And wear a little blush. And paint your nails. And wear this long outfit. I said, hell no, go to hell. I ain't doing that. For some money? Hello, Queen Carl. See, people will sell out for money. I won't. I won't sell out for the money. Now, I could have used the money, but I couldn't sell my soul. No, thank you. But most people will. Rappers do it all day, every day. Entertainers do it all day, every day. Athletes do it all day, every day. Not me. So that's why we can't stick together. We can't get anything done in politics and in life because we have sold out for the dollar bill, y'all. That's truth. Those are facts. That's straight, no chase of what we have done. I've given you the recipe. I've given you the system. I'm telling you the truth. I know exactly what's going on, and I know exactly how it's going down. I understand. That's business. That's politics. Now, I'm not mad. The game is to be sold, not to be told. If that's how you want to live your life, go ahead and do it. I'll never do it. People doubt you all the time. Hell, my wife doubted me I was going to do anything on social media. She said, you ain't going to do nothing on TikTok. I made money. Said, you ain't going to do nothing on Facebook. I make money now. Now she don't say this. She like, when you going live? Or you doing your posters. See, she believed when she seen that money coming in. But when she ain't seen no money, she didn't believe in me. That's my own wife. My own wife didn't believe in my social media dreams. Hey, ain't nobody else said I want to have 135,000 on Facebook. Making money. Making more than people with $1 million. Well, people didn't think that. They didn't think I was going to get endorsement deals and be able to sell everything and make money this way. Had these 2 part-time jobs, make more than I do my regular job. Nobody believed me. I believed in myself. But that is the problem. We don't believe in each other. We do not stick together long enough when it gets hard. We sell out for a couple of dollars. A whole lot of people selling out right now. The middle of February, when the earned income tax credit, when they get that, they're going to sell out to get them taxes. They're going to sell out, they get them $2,000. That's what happens. That's correct. That's how it happens, King Daniel. Happened to me in my own household. I had to believe myself and nobody else did. You know how many nights I worked on social media to get where I am now? You know what I had to do? How many posters I got to do? To get Facebook to say, we trust you. You can post anything that you want now. You can do this and that. To get where I am now, everybody say, ooh, you the man now. You got this. You can do that. But nobody believed in me. I had to believe in myself. That's why we can't get nowhere. Because we can't stick together. Blacks and minorities can't stick together. And the birth rate is going to be more minorities, more minority children born than white children in 2026. And that happened in 2025. Those are facts. And we still can't stick together. That's why politics runs us. Why Donald Trump do whatever the hell he wants to. And nobody says anything. Because nobody cares. That's why we don't get no money. And we are in the situation we're in now. We have caused this. You and me, we all caused this. Because we didn't care enough to do the right thing, to vote the right way. We don't care. And it hurts us financially, economically, and emotionally. Because it's very stressful being at your job now, knowing you cannot quit, knowing you cannot get the same job, the same kind of money. It has become stressful in America. And we have caused this. So until we do better, we will never get better. Until we want better, we will never achieve better. We will stay where we are in a big, big mess. And those are facts. And I don't care what color that you are. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat or American. You've been fooled. You've been mollywopped. You've been told inconsistencies. You've been lied to. And too many of us don't even care enough to do anything about it. So we'll see in the 2026 midterms when you get off your butt, vote Democrat so we can get a piece of semblance and get some things back that we have lost. And if we don't, get ready for 2 more years after this year. Hello, Queen Patricia, of the same thing. Of the same mess, of the same BS, of the same bureaucracy, of the same craziness that we are dealing with right now. Welcome to America, where you have a choice. Unless you're in Florida, they're only giving driver's license exams and ID exams in English now, no other. If you don't know how to read and write in English, you can't pass a driver's exam, you can't get your license or your ID. America changes all the time. You either keep up with it and make new inventions in technology, or you will be lost and your money will be gone too. There's more than enough money out here for us. I tell everybody that in the social media streets now. There's more than enough money out here for everybody if we could just do it together. I ain't found out how we can do it together yet because that dollar bill keeps sneaking up. And when you have a $1 trillion company like the Republican Party and a $1 trillion company like the Democratic Party, hard to beat it. Hello, King Roger. God bless you. That's where we at, y'all. That's where we at. Had to come on here and tell the truth, because the truth not only will set you free, but it'll make you do things you never ever thought. That is my show. I am Mark Ware Speaks, the real voice, the voice of the street, CEO me, Big Boss Entertainment. And I just gave you the latest and greatest news. Quick, fast, in a hurry. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, God Almighty, thank you. Just thank you for being yourself, Father God. Thank you for putting up with our mess and guiding us in the right directions. And when there's no way or no how or no direction to go, you always come through for us. You never leave us stranded, and you guide us the way we're supposed to go, not the way we want to go. You give us the tools for success, and you make sure we continue to stay on the right burning path. And for that alone, we'll be so ever grateful. I will give you all the honor, all the glory, and all the praise. In Jesus' name, we say amen, amen, hallelujah, amen. Kings and queens, have a great evening. God bless you. Make sure y'all watch my videos. I put out at least 30 a day. That's right. I'm different. And I do that. Until tomorrow, kings and queens, God bless you. I love you all. Have a wonderful evening.